Hi guys, Ancient Warrior. Welcome back to Prepping Free America. I guess you looked at the title and that I put down, said waste not, want not, and kind of wondered where my mind was at. This was going to be a companion video with one that I was actually going to do, the one from next week, one that I'm going to do for next week. I was going to do today, but due to hook and crook and some other things going on, I decided this was needed. What do I mean, waste not, want not? I'm looking around these days and I'm hearing a lot of people complaining that they don't have this or that, or this or that's not working for them. Guys, we use in this house, me myself, since I'm a bachelor, if I throw something away, it's because it's no longer serviceable and I've already gleaned all the usable parts off of it. Now, with that being said, folks, what am I talking about? I juice. I'm a juicer. I like to juice. In the summertime, I do a bunch of it. The winter, not so much because the prices are a little sticky. A little pricey to get some of this stuff. And a lot of vegetables you can't get in the winter unless you just go get canned. And I really don't. You know, there's some things that I don't mind being canned, but when I'm trying to make one of those juices that I enjoy drinking, I really don't want canned stuff. I want fresh. So, what do I do? Well, I bought lettuce the other day, and I buy, excuse me, like I said, our weather has changed, and it's a little cool. I keep the house a little cooler, and my nose has started running, so I may have to turn the heat up. So, I went and bought lettuce the other day. I wanted, hamburgers, and I was going to make a hamburger. And I'd planned on making a couple of sandwiches through the next weekend. The attack dogs just jumped up in my lap. The old Chihuahua. He thinks he's got to be involved in everything. Him and the blue heeler. My Chiweenie, she's over here on the bed asleep. She's saying she really don't care. And I'm going to bring him up. This is Hans. Guys, that's Hans. And now you're going to go crawl up on the bed. For those of you that told me I should show my dog a little bit more, I'll be showing all of them through videos next few days. The blue heeler I'm not going to try to pick up. He's 55 pounds and he thinks he's a puppy. I haven't broke the news to him that he's an elderly dog. He still thinks he's a puppy. And he's daddy's boy. Okay. Now I went and bought lettuce the other day. And I didn't check the best use date. I normally do, but I didn't that day. I was in a hurry. I made a sandwich on Sunday. And it was good. I grabbed lettuce and tomato for Monday. I was going to have me there's a lot of days I just eat a quick sandwich. And I noticed it changing a little bit. By Tuesday, I reached in there and it was almost to the point. It was getting to the point. It wasn't going to last another couple of days. I got the best pieces out. Took the rest out to my compost bin, and it went into the compost bin. If I have vegetables that I can't eat due to it going bad, compost bin, folks. Now, I'm a juicer. So what happens with the pulp from when you do juicing? Let me tell you, Ancient Warrior thinks that you should use everything that you can get your hands on. I bought some portion cups. They're little cups about that big around, about the size of a little bit bigger than a quarter. Probably more like one of the new gold dollars. Round. And about probably 2 or 3 inches deep with a lid. They weren't expensive. I got them at Sam's. I've got 1,500 of each. And I've had that. I bought those back 6 years ago. Yes, I said 6 years ago, folks. I need to go get a haircut. But in the winter, I don't cut my hair quite as short as I do during the summer. So I've been taking pulp and putting it into the to the portion cups and putting them in the freezer. Now, what do I use them for? Well, if I'm going to make soup of some kind, I pull a few of those out. They've got carrots and cabbage and onions and garlic and everything in it. I just throw it in there. Gonna have beets and probably even asparagus in it. Some of it. Now during the summer, I pull the dehydrator out. Because during the summer I do a lot of juicing. I'll skip meals and just have a large glass of juice. And I'll do that. And then I'll put it into a bigger container and put it in my refrigerator, and it'll be dated as to when I started that. Generally, when I get about a gallon can of it, I start spreading it in my dehydrator, and I dehydrate it down. In the winter, when I decide I'm going to have just a hot soup, I throw some of that in. It's great with ramen. And you know, I also dehydrate it down and I put it in for my quick meals. Yes, we've talked about quick meals in the past. And yes, we're going to talk about shortages here in the next few days. Folks, we need to use everything we can. The supply chain is going to collapse. I don't know if it'll be this year or next, but it is going to collapse. We have truckers who are being told they can't drive because they don't have vax. They can't go to this place or that place. California has a weird law in place now that if your truck is more than 10 years old, if it's more than 10 years old, they can fine you for pollution. You're going to see just how quick a state starts collapsing with laws like that. And it's ridiculous. I've got a buddy who drives a truck, has for many, many years. He announced Monday that June 1st he's retiring. He's done. He's refusing loads to go to California now because of the new laws out there. He refuses to take loads to New York because in New York City they won't let you idle your truck. And he's like me. He lives in New Mexico. Lives over outside Lordsburg, New Mexico. It gets cold there at night, but not during the day. And he and I have discussed what he should carry with him. But, folks, we need to use everything we can get our hands on. Don't throw anything away. So, with that being said, remember, it's better to have the stuff and not need it than need it and not have it. I'm the Ancient Warrior, and we're out. Oh, and remember, if you're prepping, you live in free America. Have a blessed day.